Welcome back, and warning because my inner organizing nerd alert is going to go into full blown in this segment. Oh my goodness, I love this. Like, like I could just spend all day in a office supply store or like in the stationery aisle of any store. I love office supplies and I love organization. Oh my, I love this part. Okay, let's get started because I'm about to bust. All right, emails. They are like the bane of our existence. You want to reclaim some of your time? Unsubscribe to like half of your inbox. We end up giving our emails out to a lot of places because at one time we want to be entered into a drawing, or we entered a selfie contest because we want a staycation or something like that, but then we forget to unsubscribe. Okay, so like once the contest is over, if you don't want their emails anymore, go to the bottom of the email and hit unsubscribe. Stop scrolling past them, or stop just hitting delete. Okay, why are you working harder? Go to the unsubscribe and stop them just from coming into your email box. You don't need to. Just stop them from coming to you. Stop wasting the time of hitting delete, hitting delete, or just ignoring them. Just go to the unsubscribe. Just no more. Okay, there are like two types of people in the world: those who are paper and those who are electronic. If you are in camp paper, we got to move you over to the electronic world. Like, you need to start scanning your information and putting it onto the cloud. All right? Because there is no reason for you to be purposely setting up a fire hazard in your facility. Like, on behalf of all the fire departments in the world, I'm giving you your PSA: stop saving paper files. You need to convert all of your stuff into electronic. You just need to. Like, I do a lot of my financials. All of my statements are electronic. I try to get them to send it to me in the companies. But like when I go shopping for stuff, like when I go to do business with them, if they can't provide me an electronic statement, I don't do business with them. I just don't. And then I save it to um, the hard drive, or the cloud. They even have There are even companies, if you have files of paper, they even have companies that will scan them for you. You don't want to scan them? There are companies that will scan your paper for you. If you are in the Northeast Florida, Southeast Georgia area, I know of a company that will do that for you. I can refer them to you. You don't want to do it? I got somebody to do it for you. Just just don't. Just go to electronic. If you're not going to heed my warning from the previous slide and you insist on keeping paper, see, I knew there's going to be somebody out there who's going to insist on keeping paper. That's why I have this slide afterwards. Then you need to come up with a system that is going to work for you. I prefer notebooks over a filing system because they're sturdier. So come up with a system that works for you, whether it's notebooks or whether it is file folders. Um, but I'm not going to go into great detail on how to organize that because I'm a proponent of electronic. But if you need help, I will help you with that. But just know I am camp electronic over camp paper. But I will help you with it. Okay, the Tickler system is an amazing system. It is primarily for those who are team paper, but I've adapted it for those of us who are team electronics. So let me tell you about the paper system first. So you're going to start off with like 43 folders. And I would store mine in my drawer of my desk. So the first 31 I labeled 1 through 31 to represent the days of the month. And then the remaining 12 I would label for the months of the year, so January through December. So I stored them in my drawer, the days of the month first, and then the months of the year. So, and they were in order. So let's just say this was the 19th of the month. So I would have 19 through 31 because this is the 19th day, so I want the current day forward. And then folders 1 through 18 would have already passed, so they would be behind 31 because as the day occurs, it's forward, and then as it passes, I would move it towards the back, so it's rotating. So the numbers are rotating forward. So as it occurs, I would move it back. And then behind that, same thing with the month. So let's say this was the month of March. So I would have March at the front of the month, which is behind the number of days. And then after December, you would have January, February, because it's currently March. And then after March passes, it would go to the back, and then April would be forward as far as the months. But the months are sitting right behind the days. All right. So as things would come through, the idea is that you touch the item one time. So if it was an agenda for a meeting, or if it's an invitation or something, whenever you were going to complete the task, you would put it in that date or that month. And I hear the cats. I have cats outside my window, so please ignore that sound. So let's say I got an invitation to speak at a banquet, and the banquet's going to be held on the 27th, but I decide I'm going to write my speech on the 20th. So I would put that invitation that I got like 4 weeks ago, I'm going to put it in the folder for the 20th because that's the day I'm going to write my speech. So I put it in the folder on the 20th. So tomorrow, because today's allegedly the 19th, I pull out my folder for the 20th, and inside there are all the things I'm going to do on the 20th. So, oh look, I'm writing a speech that I'm going to present in 7 days. So I go in there and I'm like, oh, these are all my things to do, if you will. So I write my little speech. I'm done with it. I take my speech along with my invitation, and oh look, I have a note here. I have to get driving directions. Okay, so I'll pull up my driving directions. I clip my driving directions, my invitation, and my speech, and I take it now and I move it from the 20th folder and I move it to the 27th because that's the night of the banquet, and I drop it in there. And then I say, oh, I think it would be a good idea if I write a thank you note on the 28th. So I clip a little note there, and because I want to say thank you for allowing me to speak at their banquet. I complete all my other tasks on the 20th. I take that folder and put it at the back of the days of the month. Okay, the 27th comes, I got my driving directions, I got my speech, I go to the banquet, I deliver the speech, they love it. I come back, I put my invitation on my desk. Oh, on the 28th, I need to write a thank you note for asking them to allow me to speak. I do that. I'm done with that invitation. It's all gone. As that goes through. Now, let's say I get I notice that I need to renew my professional liability insurance, but that's like 4 months out. Well, I don't need to put that in the file folders that are labeled by numbered dates. I need to put that in the month folder that is 4 months away. So I just slide that in there, and then when that month comes, I open it up, and then I file that by the date that that's going to occur. So that's the tickler system by paper. Now, I have since stopped doing it by paper because I am now team electronic and not team paper. So now what I do when I have these things come in by paper, I do the same thing, I just do it in electronic form. So what I would have done is I would have gone in on the 20th and say, write speech for banquet. And then on the 27th, I put my to-do list, or I put those things in there. I actually have a to-do list I put it on, but I put the items, and I use my tickler system electronically rather than through paper form. Tickler system is an amazing system to help keep you organized. I highly recommend it. if you need help with that, I can help you whether you want to do it through the paper system or the electronic system. But it is amazing in how it keeps you focused and has everything spread out so you're not feeling overwhelmed. Hey guys, this is Dr. Renee Pleasant of Pleasant Leadership Consulting, where we inspire your leadership freedom. I would love for you to stop by and visit our website at www.pleasantleadershipconsulting.com and see some of the workshops we offer. We have over 50 workshops there. So stop on by. But even more, I would love for you to take a moment and text the word pleasant to 85100, and then when asked, select opt in. And then that would give you the chance to be in the know of all of the leadership tips and information that is offered by Pleasant Leadership. And we send out probably about 2 to 3 little tidbits of information a week. And that's another way to stay connected to us here. So go ahead and text the word pleasant to 85100, and then they're going to ask you to opt in, and then just go ahead and say yes. Until we meet again, I hope every day is stellar, and leaders, please lead your followers well. They need it.